welcoming Mr. John Otunga. Let's clap hands for him. And Mr. John is the East Africa Program Manager for the Sentinel Project. In his role, he leads project teams in Kenya, Uganda, South Sudan, and Democratic Republic of Congo, in overseeing the planning and implementation of various initiatives in these countries. Therefore, I would like to welcome him to proceed, and let's be attentive. You're all welcome.
Thank you very much. Morning, everyone. So today I'm going to share a little bit about the work that we've been doing in Kenya that we have successfully replicated into other countries, and at the same time uploaded it into what we call community early warning systems. So I work for the Sentinel Project, an organization whose mission is to assist people who are threatened by mass atrocities worldwide through direct cooperation with the communities in harm's way and the innovative use of technology. Yeah, so the project I'm going to share about is called Hakika, which is a Swahili word for "are you sure?" Has been replicated in DRC as Kijiji cha Amani, in South Sudan as Hakika Wahid, in Somalia as Rontu Wanabad, and in Sri Lanka as One Truth. I'd like to start with a quick introduction to what you see there on the photo. This is an incident that happened way back in 2016, just to steer you into the direction I'm heading. There were rumors that were circulating about the death of President Salva Kiir. And the big question is, how significant are rumors in leading communities into conflicts and tension? And in this case, the president of South Sudan had to go on top of a car. He was taken around in Juba on a tour to confirm that he's alive. This simply means whenever there is an information vacuum where people cannot access accurate information, communities are faced with a lot of uncertainties, which leads to fear. And when rumors kicks in, there is a lot of tension among the communities, distrust, and that leads to instability. So in Kenya, as you all know, we are very ethnically divided. Most of the conflicts that have taken place in Kenya have been as a result of our ethnic division. And Hakika was set up way back in 2013. The reason as to why we decided to do this project was because we had a problem between the Orma communities and the Pokomo community. This was in a county called Tana River, Matindu. We went into this area after a very deadly clash had happened, and so many people had lost their lives, thousands had been displaced. And we went there and we were wondering what could have led to the tension. So when we were on the ground, so many communities that we interacted with informed us about what led to the violence. Some would say it was because of land issues. Oftenly, land is a big problem in Kenya. Others would say it was the politicians who incited them into the violence. But then around the conversations, we realized that there were rumors that were circulating that nobody paid attention to. Nobody realized that they were contributing to the strife. An example is the one that I've just shared, that one community is being armed to go and drive the other community from their land. And so we decided to take a baseline survey. We were trying to understand the information landscape in the area, and we realized that people had a lot of information about things that were happening at national level and very little information about things that were happening in the neighboring area. And that basically means there was an information vacuum, and we had to step in and see ways we could fill the information gap. And that's the point where we decided to set up this system. It's called Hakika. So basically, Tana River is rural, and technology is still getting its way in. At the time, there was no local radio, so people would definitely just rely on rumors and word of mouth. And so we did set up a text messaging service that we dubbed Hakika to resonate well with the local community. And how it works is just basically crowdsource rumor reports. And then when we crowdsource this report, we have moderators who do the verification process. And then we send feedback to the public through, we did come up with a platform that we call Wikirumors. It's an open source that we designed as an organization, a bit of analysis on this report. And some of the reports that we see, I've just posted some example there to give you a clear picture. Like Mungiki, which is a deadly group, had invaded a slum in Nairobi. And in our reporting system, we are able to prioritize this report. So there are those that are high priority, means they might lead to potential violence in the next minute. There are those of medium priority, and then the low priority ones. And then by citing, it means one message has been posted by so many different people. So for example, the message on Mungiki was posted by 125 people in different times. And at the same time, the system allows us to put that. I overheard someone talk about tag. So with the tagging system is that we're able to, for example, correlate rumors around how political rivalry relates to elections, or tension relates to youth. And so the system now allows us to generate a heat map. And I think this is where now mapping comes in, where when the reports are posted, you're able to identify the locations that these reports were sent from. And the heat map allows us as well to look at the intensity. So if you look at it from a bigger picture, you'll see where more rumors are sent in, the color turns to red. Where less rumors are sent in, it would be like blue, and then less rumors would be like green. And so a good example was one of the rumors that was posted in Tana River. As you can see, the rumors originated from Kipini, the yellow line. And then when it reached to a central town called Witu, it decided to spread in different directions, and it kept on spreading going forward. So our analysis was, actually, this is just the way people travel. So it was like following a road or a route, which rumors is that it's able to allow us to track information spreading, especially rumors, across time and space. And why this is important is because when you are able to know how the information flow, then it's possible to proactively take action by informing the communities of imminent violence, any potential threats, identify these risks in advance, and then at the same time mitigate them before the communities are at risk. So I'll stop at that, and I'll be happy to respond to any question. At the moment, we are deploying the system in West Africa, Burkina Faso and Benin, to be specific. And the current version is more robust because we are mostly focusing on what we call a localized early warning system, where the rumor tracking process is more advanced in a way that we've introduced tracking of and analysis of indicators to violence. So this allows us at this moment to be less to assist communities and mitigate the risk of violence. Thank you very much.
Thank you, John, for a nice presentation. I would like to welcome if there are questions.
Yeah, I hope there will be a lot of questions because it's a bit a different topic on how rumors leads to conflict. Yeah, you're welcome, Brother Michael.
Thank you so much, John, for the presentation. I have a question. One, the people that submit the rumors, do they have to be specifically from the locations where the rumor is, or I can be wherever I am and submit that? And also, how do the people that is there a team that does the fact checking? I think I got the third question. If a person now submits the rumor, um, do you track like what privacy is there? What measures are there for privacy sake of the people who submit the rumor when they have like when their lives be in harm's way in case the rumor happens to be dangerous in a way that so many lives are lost, then this person can be like, how did you know this is going to happen? Yeah, those are the questions.
Yes, so quickly, number one, in terms of location, people are allowed to share rumors from whichever location they are. So for example, if I'm in community X and I hear a rumor about community Y, I'm free to ask about it with the system. And this is how the system works at the community level. In every village we operated, we had who we called community ambassadors or volunteers. These are people we trained to support us to verify any rumors emanating from their own community. And then they send information to our moderators, who are now project coordinators employed by the organization. And then these coordinators now do the verification further by reaching out to different stakeholders. And once the verification is done, then it's either we respond back, and if it's a matter that requires urgent action, then we put it forward to an escalation partner. In terms of privacy concerns, so anyone who sends information to us sends it anonymously, in as much as we rely on local service providers like MTN in South Sudan or Safaricom in Kenya, for example. But we use a platform called TextIt. I think it was built in Rwanda, that now allows those SMS to come to us. They are stored there. And then our Wikirumas platform now receives the third phase of the information. So whenever we are sending back information to the community, we don't identify the sender. We focus mostly on the content that is useful to the community.
Yeah, I hope it's okay, Mr. Michael. Okay.
Now, eventually we're passing the mic to another Mr. Michael. So yeah, this is great work. My question is, one, are you employing the use of AI in detection of rumors? And then my second question is on accountability. Has there been any instance where the people who are spreading the rumors have been apprehended for spreading information?
Thanks. So in terms of deployment of AI, not yet at the moment. We tried it with one of our platform called Hate-Based. That one was basically a lexicon of hate speech, but we did not advance it. So with this organically without knowing whether they are true or false. And mostly you've seen this around COVID, it was very common, where even your mother will send you a text on, can you take, I don't know, a cup of water to prevent yourself from getting COVID, and they could believe them. So we don't basically focus on having some retribution to the people spreading them. What we focus on is changing people's attitudes towards rumors, so that whenever they get these rumors, they are able first to question themselves whether they are sure or not before spreading them. That's why we dubbed the project Hakika, so that people keep on asking themselves, are you sure about the information you're sharing or not?
Okay. Thank you for the nice answers. I see another hand. We still have some time.
I'll direct the Michael chain and ask. So I think another platform where there's a lot of rumors is social media. So I'm just curious as well if you've also been including feeds from different social media platforms into the Una Hakika platform, or if there are any plans to do that in the near future.
Thanks for that. So at the moment, we've not yet. We are basically focusing on organically spreading rumors by word of mouth or basic, and mostly in the past we focused on very rural communities. But right now we recognize the need to probably advance. So we've been trying to reach out to partners like Build Up, who do a lot of social media listening, to see whether we could incorporate their signals. They have a system called Phoenix, whether we could incorporate Phoenix into our system and see how that would work. But that's something we are planning for in the future.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Is there another question? Yeah, if there is no another question, or unless you get it another time of us from here, you can check fellow John and you'll get adequate answers. As Mr. John is leaving the stage, please let's give him a warm round of applause. Thank you so much. The next presentation will be provided by Benedetta Chama.